the heat a little bit more bearable tonight, but welcome to night 18 on the road to the showdown. We are closing in on the last 10. And after tonight, we are halfway through our 5th round of action. So why don't we briefly run down the card tonight, starting off with our opener. Tier League action. Lady Flammer versus Fallon Henley. That's going to be an epic bout to kick off the night, followed up by the original El Grande Americano and William Ospreay in the ring. The Green League then takes center stage with Alexa Bliss and Utami Hayashishita all battling it out. And we've got a bit of a thing outside of Big Time Begs. All the main card champions are in action, as your main event sees the Ruler versus the Rainmaker. But before we get to that matchup, it's time to talk about Fallon and Flammer as we send it to the ring now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Monterrey, Mexico, Glamour!
Tonight is surprisingly a night where we could see qualification, and that comes in the form of one Miss Fallon Henley. A win here against Lady Flammer earned her a spot at that big event called the Showdown. A loss, and well, don't worry. Just be happy. You got more chances to qualify. But let's talk about this matchup overall. Lady Flammer, if she wins, she ties Fallon at the top of the division and would own the tiebreaker.
And her opponent, representing Fatal Influence from Chelsea, Michigan, Fallon Henley!
Well, Fallon Henley, we've said, a win gets her to the showdown. As the top seed, we don't know yet. But one thing's for sure, when we talk about Fallon at this tournament in the Road to the Showdown, she is a wild card. She didn't do excellently last year. And so she is looking to bounce back, looking to be cutthroat, as she just showcased. Will that work for the Fatal Influence leader? Or will she fall short once again? This will find the answer out to as we begin here tonight. Straight out the gates, the collar and elbow utilized by both ladies. It's Flammer that gets the upper advantage in this one. Fallon gonna change the tune though quite quickly, taking waist control of her own. And yeah, Flammer needs to break the hold. Will do so. Snapmare takedown into the side headlock of her own. Fallon put down to the canvas. And this is where you have to expect Lady Flammer to step up. Big shots there. She puts down Fallon. Now springboard, but knees come up quite quickly from Fallon. Realizes the game plan from Flammer. And in all honesty, you kind of have to bring that sort of style as Paul Nelson. Gonna be broken here. Flammer takes the back. Now sends Fallon running. Drop down. Leapfrog. Nice TNA kick there from Lady Flammer. A little jockeying to start this one off. Both ladies going toe-to-toe. Hurricane Rana from Flammer. Gonna force Fallon down to the canvas. Realistically, this bout will come down to the wire. These two, I'd say, very evenly matched. Obviously, you've got the experience on Fallon's side here in IPW. Former Women's World Champion. Former television champion. The last television champion, I should say, is her actual title. Backbreaker. Coming through. Fallon avoids the grapple. Now tries to launch that forearm cleave, but Flammer firing back her own heavy offense. Gonna force Fallon to make a reactive play, and well, Fallon happily obliging German suplex. Throwing caution to the wind. Fallon striking. Roll up here. Could this be it? The answer's no. Kick out by Flammer. And Flammer's attempts to fire back just not working for her. As Fallon sends her packing to the outside. Now, Henley ascends, drops the elbow. High risk and some high reward there for Fallon. She now brings the action to ringside. And in fact, it's going to be on to the announce desk. I'm hooked. Fallon not able to connect. Flammer fights back. Sends Henley into the ring. Springboard. Nice senton. Works for Flammer. Oh, please do it. Please. Fallon. You're about to have some fish food delivered straight to your area. Kick down south gives Flammer a pinning predicament. Good for two. Near fall, though. That could have ended it. The fight back. Trying to come in as Henley needs to find something. Some way to stop Flammer from continuing this momentum and eat defeat. And now Lady Flammer ascends to land that splash, but knees come up once more. Henley not allowing some high flying offense, and these two come to blows. Shot for shot. The stakes can never be higher in this bout. Winner takes top spot. Fallon wants it. She's got Flammer hooked up, scooped up, planted. Straight into that drop zone. And Henley looking to fly. Beckons her target to her feet. Launches over the top, of course you do. But maybe it's a bait. Oh, Flammer not going to fall for it. Instead, she takes control, only for a moment, though. Henley kick down south, connects for a hold down. The knee to the skull. And Fallon's not done. That should have been a pinning predicament for Fallon Henley, but instead she's looking to make Lady Flammer pay with some extra added curriculum. Oh, blockbuster attempted. Flammer catches Henley up with a little fuck buster. Cover for Flammer. 2. And the kick out there for Fallon Henley. Flammer, though, not done. Hooks Henley up for a Flammer driver. Plants her and the cover to follow it. 1, 2, 3. We've got a tied game up at the top of the teal division. I think Fallon misplayed this one. She really should have gone for the pin when she had the chance. But instead, gets cocky, tries for a blockbuster, and then hooked up and planted first with the fuckbuster. And Flammer was not playing around after that. The kick out came, but it was straight back on the offensive for Flammer. Arm hooked into the Flammer driver. Fallon down for the count. Flammer victorious.
Here is your winner, Flammer!
Well, Flammer joins Oscar and Fallon at 9 points total. This division could see an just insane sort of ending where we have so many stars tied heading into the showdown. But for now we have to look past the insanity that the teal division is becoming and focus on a division where we've got people in dire need of points, and these are 2 of them. El Grande Americano and William Ospreay. And when I say dire need of points, El Grande and Ospreay out of the hunt for the top spot. Neither can now make it there. So they really are losing chances of making it to the showdown. But for now we have to focus in and focus up on this bout. Who walks away victorious? We shall see as the original Grande battle with Ospreay. Well, El Grande, dead last of this division. Really in need of points. A chance, though, against the champion is not going to be easy. Because a champion, he also needs points. Stuck on 5. A win takes him to 8. And, well, Osprey. He's really struggling here to find any sort of success. It has been a torrid sort of run of form in this tournament. He's now hoping that he can bounce back, bring something to his favor. We'll see if that happens, though. As we tie up to start things off here. And I am doing a little bit of Googling on something that interests me. It's photo cards, firstly, but by the by. We'll focus back in on this matchup, for me anyway. Is right now, Osprey, he's not been the strongest of stars in this tournament. He's still finding his footing better than El Grande does. And I think that we could be on the sort of bounce back period for Osprey. Bear in mind, he is a former champion. Springboard there for El Grande. Full short. He's still able to punish, or well, tried to punish Osprey, but the champ back to his feet. Osprey set to fly, does so, boot to the back of the neck. With that drop kick, he now looks to finish it here. Good for just the one, though. Boom, big shot there by El Grande. He's putting down Osprey. And just to give it a little context, so I have bought some noodles, as you do, in the hopes of pulling the Esper photo cards. I've got the 2 group cards, but I've yet to get any of the single individuals. And now I'm not spending absorbent amounts of money on them. I have only just bought 2 packs, but I thought there would be a chance at getting the individuals like Karina and Winter. But no, not the case. There's actually now I'm turning the action back to this. That was what my little typing scurry was about. Anyway, back to the ring. Ospreay cannot punish as El Grande brings him down with the Christian Cage maneuver. Now looks to fly, drops the headbutt. Cover here for El Grande. The champ could be down and out. And he is. Welcome to the tournament, El Grande. You're not finishing on 0 points. And that's the big thing to say about this one. Oh, he landed a low blow. This is me actually seeing the action for the first time. The ref got took out. Ospreay eats a low blow. This feels like a signature El Grande match. Headbutt, bang. I understand now why Ospreay could not kick out. Shot down low and shot to the head.
Here is your winner, the original El Grande Americano.
Well, that was certainly a bout I wish I watched now. Either way, it's still 3 points handed over to El Grande, and that makes for an interesting run towards the tail end of this gold group. We'll see how that pans out, but for now, we pivot back to the ladies as we will be seeing some Green League action. And you're damn right, this is going to be an epic Green League affair as Miss Alexa Bliss takes on the reigning undisputed women's world champion. Oh boy. As always, this bout, it's bound to be explosive. So, we'll send it to the ring as we let the carnage begin. And alongside the carnage, we might as well let the wub wubs begin as well. As Little Miss Bliss takes the arena.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Little Miss Bliss, 4 points to her name, a 3-point victory would take her even with Utami. For the Red Queen, double digits could be in sight with a victory here tonight, though. And with only 2 bouts remaining after tonight for these two, I believe that would clinch Utami into the bracket, as Momo would not be able to catch her. Neither would... Well, Alexa could, but she would lose out on the tiebreaker.
And her opponent, representing the Queens from Japan, the undisputed Women's World Television Champion, the Queen.
Yes, so qualification on the line here tonight for Utami Hayashishita. The dub matters more than I actually originally thought. We shall see if the Red Queen can muster up victory. Well, let's get going. Your co-main event. And immediately out the gates, Alexa Bliss on the offensive. Now, I'm going to say this. The majority of Alexa's bouts, there's been one maneuver she has tried, but has failed to connect. That has cost her every time. That insult to injury. Not been able to get it in as right now Utami. Heel hook applied. Wrenches on that knee. Early damage done. Alexa a little bit ginger on that foot as well. Perhaps a new strategy for Utami here as they tie up for the first time. And, well, it's Bliss that takes control. Wrist lock applied. And wrist locking her even more, forcing Utami to a lower base. Now turns the tension, brings it up the arm towards that elbow joint. Bliss manipulating that arm, and then why not sweep out the legs, disorientate your opponent, and then come back another. Just pulling out the base of Utami. The issue is, though, the Red Queen, she's pretty solid in the ring. And she's looking to keep the pressure going. Now ascending to the heavens. And she soars, dropping the knee across the throat. Utami stepping up here tonight. And we have to say this, as a champion, she's untested in championship bouts, and she will be for another couple of weeks. 3 weeks, in fact. But when we start to go on the road to our next live PLE, outside of, obviously, the showdown, Utami will have to face some stiff competition at top of the division. Right now, currently battling the former Prospects champion Alexa Bliss. Bliss not getting much as Utami, just a brutal German suplex. The bridge added extra just to guarantee the crash landing for Alexa. The cover off it as well. 1, 2, and a kick out forced the goddess into action. Bliss in trouble. Catch and release. Belly to belly from the Red Queen, and she is on fire right now. But she's not on fire enough to have Alexa down and out of this matchup just yet. As Bliss fights back, stops potentially a torture rack bomb from coming through. That being said, Utami now on the receiving end. Stiff shots from Bliss, slaps the knee. Why not? Drop kick to the chest. Alexa again on the offensive. Punch to the jaw. Cover here. 1. And it's such an insane quick kick out from the Red Queen. Shot caught. Not going to work for either. A big knee for Bliss. Her grapple misses. Utami's does not. Exploder with the Saito. The action now spilling to the outside. The Red Queen happily obliging to deliver the punishment on the outside as well. The boot of Bliss caught. Forced to step up into the Enziguri. Now, uncorking some chops and slaps to the face of Hayashishita. Now takes Utami's back. Oh, backbreaker. Bliss returning the action to the ring as the count hit 5. But Utami's the first one to strike. Bliss just allowed her to her feet. And catches her. A kiss goodnight with her sister Abigail. 1, 2. And Utami forced into action to kick out. Alexa seizing the opportunity. Oh, a stiff right. And now Bliss ascends to the heavens. The elbow drop not going to work for her. And instead she's caught. Big elbow shots from Utami. And she's calling for the end. Bliss fighting back, the elbows to the side of the head. Gonna stop Utami's plans. Brings her into the corner. Charges in. Stiff lariat from Bliss. A little insult added onto it. But there's no insult to injury just yet. She may have learnt a lesson, but she's caught charging in, DDT'd, put down, forced into the corner. She does fight out of it, does Alexa. Now a side Russian leg sweep, exploding, springing into that one. Alexa to the middle ropes. Drops the axe. Now what does she have in mind? Is it time for a little twisted Bliss? Well, it was until the knees come up from Hayashishita. Alexa, though, although she failed to connect the finish, Utami not able to punish. Now, a little insult attempted. Again, fails to connect it. And now, gonna pay up top. No hijack bomb just yet. Utami eats a slap, eats some punches. This is Bliss frantically frantically fighting. But she's caught now. She fights out of it, though. Both ladies really trying their best to find the chance to strike. Alexa misses. Utami does not. The clubbing blows to the back. And now hooks her up. Tosses her down. Judo throw. Rope break should be called. But this is a Red Queen in control. The kick caught. Bliss, the fight back. Irish whip reversed. Put into the corner. Utami. Oh, she's feeling it. Can you blame her? She charges in. The lariat. Catches her. Scoops her up. Plants her down with the slam. Off the ropes. We slingshot the head down. Is it game over time? Has Utami done enough to put away Alexa? Has Bliss got any fight back? Well, there's an elbow from Alexa, but she's busted open. Runs straight into a drop kick. Utami powers her into the ropes. Hooks her up. Hangs her out to dry. And the Red Queen fired up a little bit. She goes for the cover now. Good for 2, and wow. She gets it and qualifies to the showdown. Woo. An anticlimactic way to win it. But I'm gonna be honest. It was a hard-fought bout between both of them. I felt that Utami could have put in the kill shot.
Here is your winner, the Queen!
But it wasn't needed. In the end, she saves Alexa some pain. All while staying victorious. Victory is not an option for, well, our next matchup. It's going to be a war. Carnage in your main event. And it will either end with one man standing above the other, or both bodies hitting the floor, and neither one willing to give up. Your main event. It's the Rainmaker versus the Ruler. I'm used to his theme being second, but tonight it's being used to hype the stakes. A win qualifies Femi to the showdown. He remains undefeated and has pipped a champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 310 pounds,
A win of any sort would also keep the Rainmaker and CM Punk out of the top seed for this division. If Oba can do that, and he will be in firm control of his own destiny. With McIntyre failing in round 4 to win, and Femi dropping a point, he is looking susceptible. And this top cushion that was made in this pink division is looking susceptible if Oba loses tonight. For the champion, it's do or die. A win puts him in that hunt for making it to the showdown. A loss, and well, you might as well count his numbers, because he feels well and truly out of the hunt. And the money's back for a little money shower for Okada.
and his opponent from Japan, weighing in at 236 pounds, the undisputed world heavyweight champion, Rainmaker.
Well, thankfully Mike Rome's learnt how to say his nickname, as the Rainmaker has upgraded, it seems, his championship entrance. Money flying from the skies as well now. It's almost like someone spent a little time remembering that he wanted to do this. But yes, the champion's here. This little extra aura could be what he needs to get onto the winning path in this tournament, as I'm getting a little jealous. Note to self, never press the play button on my Apple headphones, because for some reason it decides to play some Islet. Anyway, your main event, Big Man Kevin, your referee. It's the Ruler versus the Rainmaker, and it's Okada on the offensive early. Drops the fist, busting open Oba, and this is the start Okada needed to be in the hunt for this matchup. Hooks up Femi. Oh my. Spike pile driver! Out of the gates to cover as well. 1, 2. Somehow the Ruler kicks out. That is not what you expect early on in a matchup. Okada's not playing any games no more, it seems. He wants to get this done and dusted. He wants to still be able to win this division. Oba wants to be out of it. He wants to make it to the live event. Be the first one in his division to be qualified. But to do it, you have to go through the top star on primetime, who's bringing it to you. German suplex from the Rainmaker. And now dropping the knee. Constant shots to the head. And Okada spinning. Tombstone. Engrave it on his tombstone. Engrave it on your tombstone. Oh, Okada, I think, was looking to maybe go Rainmaker there. Instead, eats an exploder from Oba. Ruler now, I think, a little fired up, angry, annoyed at the control the champion has had in the early goings. He's fired up, launching the Rainmaker with the F10. And now, a fall from grace, delivered on a picture-perfect dime, but the kick out swift for the champion. Oba's got a lot to prove here tonight. As, again, he faces up against a champion. The last time he did this, or faced a top-tier champion, was Will Ospreay. And that matchup, when we watched it live, it was a stomp for Ospreay. The aerial assassin just made Oba look weak. And that was after Oba went on this massive tear through such competition on on Breakdown, I should say. Now he's got to go up against Primetime's best. And the Rainmaker's struggled through this tournament so far. He's now looking like a true champion, but he misses his King Kong knee drop and now could be... never mind, he's not going to be on the receiving end of some Oba power. Instead, he fires himself up. The shot's coming through. Hooks up Oba. Tosses him down with a power slam. Cover here for the Rainmaker. 2. Kick out. Forced. Oba also back to his feet now. The boot's put to good use for the Ruler. He takes the back and a clubbing shot. Forces Okada into action. Caught though. Long blower from Oba. The champion absorbing the punishment now, as the Ruler's finally found the groundwork. He's placed it in play and now could be looking to end it. Choke. Slam comes through. And the Ruler, he's got Okada right where he wants him. Forces a Rainmaker to roll out. But he rolls back in, straight into Oba's grasp. And that's going to result in a side slam. Femi calling his shots. He's realized he's in control. Scoops up Okada, but out the back door. Okada with the Christian Cage maneuver. Now looking to turn it around. Spins out Femi. Rainmaker! Cover here. 1, 2. Near fall. But Okada has woken up again. That early flurry was not a fluke. He's back in this. Wrenching at the face, forcing Oba into an awkward position. Oba will fight back, will force Okada down, catches him. A big time spine buster, I believe, from Femi. 1, 2. Kick out forced. The Rainmaker still in it. The boots come up. Chop connects. Turns him inside out for another Rainmaker. And Okada's not done. A drop down. Hooks him up. German with a bridge. 1, 2, 3. The champs seem to have the ruler's number. As Okada welcomes and wakes up into the road to the Showdown tournament. Undefeated no more is the ruler after tonight. What a matchup that was. And well, we've clinched one more star tonight.
Here is your winner, Rainmaker.
With Utami joining Liv Morgan in the green division. But we still have stars yet to make it. And the Rainmaker's one of them that's now potentially turning his fortunes in its favor. We shall see if that's the case, but for now, time to end tonight. And look at night 19. 4 more matches tomorrow. And the focus is on the mid-card. All mid-card champions in action. As we'll start off the night the only way we know how to. Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns in your Pink League bout. Both men on 9, looking to make it to that glory and take the top spot and clinch their spot at the Showdown. What I will say is, someone is guaranteed to break double digits in that one. Afterwards, Athena Abyss, the Gold League. Oh, it's a big one there. I don't know who will walk away out of that victorious, but a win for Abyss would clinch him. Cena would then remain in the hunt with a win. Afterwards, it's your Teal League match. Nia Jax, Stephanie Vakir. A win for Stephanie would take her to 4, but she would still be kind of the outside underdog for winning this division. Well, she's out of contention for winning it, I think. No, she isn't. I tell a lie. She's still in the hunt for it, but she is in an awkward position overall. For Nia, a win would put her alongside Fallon, Oscar, and now Lady Flammer atop of the division. What a interesting position Teal League is in. And lastly, your main event, Liv Morgan versus Julia. Liv looking to extend her reach atop of the division. But Julia, she she could go into second place with a win and clinch herself and a showdown. That green division is closing in on its fullest roster of stars at the live event. We'll see tomorrow night if it gets a third on that list, or if we have to wait a couple more nights to find out who will make it. But yes, thank you for joining me here tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this Road to the Showdown Night 18. A banger night overall. I'll see you tomorrow.